small number of high-value investments. So again, it's no longer the peanut butter approach. It's about saying we're going to be focused and determined to make a challenge. It takes commitment to high performance. That means setting ambitious goals, learning from failure, and never quitting. You guys understand that. Entrepreneurs understand that, but government need to understand that. We need to create a culture of innovation. And one of those goals is increasing business investment in research and development.
That are coming out of those consultations, and what can we expect either as startup founders or as leaders in big business?
Well, thank you for that question, and I try to highlight that in my remarks today. I mean, fundamentally, first and foremost, I said this in my remarks, and this is something that our government has tried to do, is really change the culture of how we make public policy. We recognize that you can't prescribe innovation, you can't put forward a document and proof innovation is going to emerge. You really have to create the conditions that allow people to take risks. You have to create conditions that allow people to come up with new solutions to problems that we're facing. You have to create an environment where you're going to fail a few times, but you want people never to quit, and you want them to learn from those mistakes. So the reason we were out there engaging Canadians was A, we didn't have a monopoly on good ideas, but also we wanted buy-in from industry and businesses. So that's what we're focusing on, is to reducing the red tape and speeding up the processing time. And that's all I think I can say before John McCallum beats me up.
Okay, so I'm just going to take the leap and say fast-track startup visas are happening. And you have Trump, you have Brexit, you have climate change. I think it's enough to keep everybody awake all night. And so how are we positioning ourselves, not just from a diversity angle, which certainly is our strength, but how do you feel we're positioning ourselves to be future-proof as Canadians?
Well, I think leadership matters, and leadership counts for a lot. And we have a Prime Minister that's really changed the tone, the approach, and the culture. And he's really said, look, we don't have a monopoly on good ideas, we need to work together, we need to be honest and open and transparent. So I think that makes a big difference. You're seeing that political leadership, because in other countries, in other parts of the world, that leadership is missing. And the rhetoric is very negative. The rhetoric is dividing people, dividing regions, and we're out there pursuing free trade agreements, we're out there pursuing immigration policies, we're out there trying to bring in the best and brightest. So that's how we are positioning ourselves, and I think that's the key part.
Well, good morning, everybody. I know you're waiting to network and get out there, and I wanted to say a few words and talk a little bit of why we're so excited to sponsor today's meeting. And I think it's great to stand here. I feel at home because I think I'm the first, certainly bank CEO who has a computer programming background and a math background from the University of Waterloo, so I totally understand what you're trying to do. Now that was a COBOL programming background, so it's a little dated.
As the voice of God just told you, my name is Corey Jeffrey, and I lead developer relations for Google in Canada. I'm also the last person standing in between you and your lunch, so I will keep this very brief. The next 2 hours of our program are going to be a choose your own adventure. This is where you're going to get up, get involved, and have a bunch more fun. There's a lot of options, so I'm going to actually go in, and I'm held in rooms A, B, C.
So you're able to catch yourself and bring yourself back into a common focus state. At the end of every session, you get analytics and statistics to help you learn how to practice and get better over time.
Exactly. So it's actually one of the forum for most people, but because Johnny has
methodologies to really move the wheel forward and to put everyone on the right track is really helping to ship a new version. It's easy to convolute and to have this one and that one. You really want to do this one or two things, but extremely well. To listen to the users, the customers, not just what they're saying, but their actions contribute to lots of things. Now jumping to progressive web apps and why I think it's really, really important for the entrepreneurs to build.
And today, one of our good partners, Suresh from Voucher, is here, and I was just going to interview him and talk a little bit about sort of his experience. To try to access